Yeah, boy, you see what it is? We about to talk about the OG legend, LeVar Burton, the one who gave us Read Rainbow, the one that gave us Roots, where he played Kunta Kinte in Roots. He played in Star Trek, I think Deep Space Nine. Yeah, the one that came out in like '95. Here we go. About to school y'all about the OG legend. I was a kid in the '90s growing up off Read Rainbow. How you think I'm the smart person I am today? Thank you, LeVar Burton. Black excellence at its best. Salute you, LeVar Burton, and your beautiful wife too. Here we go. His name is Lavardis Robert Martin Burton Jr. Born February 16, 1957. He's an American actor, director, and children's television host. He is known for his roles as Kunta Kinte in the ABC miniseries Roots in 1977. Link LT LT Commander LT Commander Geordi LaForge in Star Trek: The Next Generation from 1987 to 1994. Dang, Star Trek: The Next Generation been out a long time, 1987, 1994. And as the host of the PBS Kids educational television series Reading Rainbow for more than 23 years, 1983 to 2006, for which he was received 12 Daytime Emmy Awards and a Peabody Award as host and executive producer of the show. Dang, that's a blessing from God. No, God is good, and God can do it, can do everything. 1983 to 2006 to be a host. He ain't had no kind of legal issues, no kind of baby mama drama, no kind of frauds or nothing. No, shoot. That's why I'm that glad I did history on this legend. To show you black people we can and we will. So he's 64 years old. He was born in Lantuschi, West Germany. Of course, his citizenship is American. His alma mater, University of Southern California. Occupation, actor, presenter, director, author. Years active, 1976 to present. Spouses, Stephanie Cazert, been married since 1992. Let's give him a hand clap for that. Has children, too. His relatives is Mika Burton, the daughter. Awards, website. His other roles include Cap Jackson and Looking for Mr. Goodbar, mm, 1977. Donald Lang and Dummy, 1979. Tommy Price in The Hunter, 1980, which earned him an NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Actor in a a motion picture, in the business for national advancement of colored people. See, and Martin Luther King Jr. and Ali, 2001. Burton received a Grammy Award for Best Spoken Word Album at the 42nd Annual Grammy Awards for his narration of the book, The Autobiography of Martin Luther King Jr. in 1990. Okay. He was honored for his achievements in television with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's what we talking about. Barton Burton was chosen as the Grand Marshal of the 2022 Rose Parade in Pasadena, California on October 5th, 2021. He will preside over the parade in the afternoon Rose Bowl game on January 1st, 2022. His early life. Lavardis Robert Martin Burton Jr. was born in Laduche, West Germany. His mother, Ermagine Nee Christine, was a social worker, administrator, and educator, while his father and namesake was a photographer for the U.S. Army Signal Corps. Salute. Stationed at Laduche at the time of his son's birth, Burton and his two sisters were raised by his mother in Sacramento, California. As a teen, Burton, who was raised Roman Catholic, entered St. Pius X Minor Seminary in Galt, California, intending to become a priest. At 17, questioning the Catholic faith, He changed his vocation to acting, and at 19, while undergraduate at the University of Southern California, he won a starring role in the 1977 television miniseries. His career early work. Barton made his acting debut in 1976 with Almost a Man on Film, based on the Richard Wright short story A Man Who Was Almost a Man, in which he stars alongside Mage Sinclair. Roots and Burton's breakthrough role was as the young Kunta Kinte in the ABC miniseries Roots. hmm See, based on the novel of the same name by Alex Haley, Burton was described his his first day playing Kunta as the start of his professional career. As a result of his performance, he was nominated for an Emmy in the Outstanding Lead Actor for a single appearance in Drama of Comedy Series category. He reprised the role of Kunta Kinte in the 1988 television film Roots the Gift. When he asked about the societal influence of Roots, Burton is quoted as saying, I expanded the consequences of people, blacks and whites, begin to see each other as human beings, not as stereotypes. And if you threw a pebble into the pond, you're going to get ripples. I think the only constant is change, and it's always slow. Anything that happens overnight is lacking in foundation. Roots is a part of a changing trend, and it's still being played out. Reading Rainbow. Burton was the host and executive producer of Reading Rainbow. Started in 1983 for PBS, the series ran for 23 seasons. After Reading Rainbow went off the air in 2006, Burton and his business partner, Mark Wolf, acquired the global rights to the brand. That's what I'm talking about. And formed RR Kids, a new media company for children. Reading Rainbow was reimagined as an all new application for the iPad in 2012 and was an immediate success, becoming the number one educational application within 36 hours. At RR Kids, Burton served as co-founder and co-creator in chief, ensuring that the projects produced under the banner meet the high expectations and trust of the Reading Rainbow brand. On May 28, 2014, Burton and numerous co-workers from other past work started a Kickstarter campaign project to bring back Reading Rainbow to keep with the changing formats to which young children are exposed. His efforts are being directed as making new program web-based following the success of the tablet application he helped create in recent years. His desire to have the Reading Rainbow be integrated into the classrooms of elementary schools across the country, and for the schools in need to have free access. The Kickstarter campaign has since raised more than 5 million, reaching triple its goal in only 3 days. In 2017, Burton was sued by the public broadcasting company WNED-TV for alleged copyright infringement for the use of the Reading Rainbow brand and marketing the new iPad app and other online media. RR Kids later became known as LaVar Burton Kids in the iPad app Sky Skyberry. Star Trek: The Next Generation. In 1986, Gene Roddenberry approached Burton with the role of the then Linear junior grade Gerdie LaForge in the Star Trek: The Next Generation television series. The character is blind, but is granted sight through the use of a prosthetic device called a visor worn over his eyes. LaForge started out serving as the USS Enterprise helmsman, and as of the show's second season had became its chief engineer. At the time, Burton was considerably better known as Patrick Stewart in the United States due to his roles in Roots and Reading Rainbow. When the show premiered, The Associated Press stated that Burton's role was essentially the new Spock. In a 2019 interview, Burton laughed in disbelief at the idea, stated that speculation never came to frustration. Burton also portrayed LaForge in the subsequent feature films based on the Star Trek Next Generation, from Star Trek Generations 1994 to Star Trek Nemesis 2002. He directed 2 episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation and several episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Voyager, and Star Trek Enterprise. Other appearances: Burton played a role as a visitor to Fantasy Island, guest star on the Love Boat, was a participant in Battle of the Network Stars, a guest of the Muppet Show's televised premiere party for the release of the Muppet movie, a frequent guest on several game shows. In 1986, he appeared in the music video for the song "Word Up" by funk R&B group Cameo. Hmm. See. Oh yeah, 1987, Burton played Dave Robinson, a journalist, sports writer, in the third season of Murder She Wrote, episode 16, Death Takes a Dive, starring Angela Lansbury as Jessica Fletcher. Burton accepted the innovation to host Rebop, a multicultural series designed for young people aged 9 to 15, produced by WGBH for PBS. On television, Burton has helped dramatize The Last Days of Jim Jones, Suicide Coat and Guana, The Life and Times of Jesse Owens. In the life of the 9-year-old Booker T. Washington, he portrayed Martin Luther King Jr. in the 2001 film Ali. He also portrayed the Detroit Tiger, Ron LeFleur, in the television movie One in a Million, the Ron LeFleur story. In 1992, a clip of Burton's voice was sampled by DC Talk for the track Time Is on their album Free at Last. The sample is at the very end of the song, in which Burton can be heard saying, "Whoa, wait a minute." He was also lent his voice to several animated projects, including Kwame in the cartoon series Captain Planet in the Planeteers 1990 to 1993, and the New Adventures of Captain Planet 1993 to 1996, Family Guy, Batman animated series, and Gargoyles. Burton's on the audio version of Watson's Go to Birmingham, 1963, by Christopher Paul Curtis. Burton has been cast as the voice actor for Black Lightning and Superman Batman Public Enemies DVD. Burton appeared several times as a celebrity guest on a Dick Clark host 25,000 and 100,000 Pyramids from 1982 into 1988. Burton also was the strongest link in a special Star Trek episode of The Weakest Link. He defeated his final opponent, Robert Picardo, and won 167,500 for his charity Junior Achievements of Southern California, a record for the show at that time, and the largest amount won in any celebrity edition of the show. It was later surpassed by a $188,500 win in Tournament of Losers episode. He has made appearances in such sitcoms as Becker, Burton is the host and executive producer of a documentary titled The Science of Peace, which was a production in 2007. It investigates the science and technology aimed at enabling world peace, sometimes called peace science. The film explores some of the concepts of shared noetic con- con- consciousness, having been sponsored in part by the Institute of Noetic Science. He appeared in the April Fool's episode of Smosh, pretending to have taken over the channel and making various edits at popular Smosh videos. He makes occasional appearance on This Week in Tech, where he is self-proclaimed nerd and also participant in the Consumer Electronics Show 2010. In 2010, he made an appearance on Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Great job as the ghost of himself in the episode Green Machine. In February 2011, Burton made an appearance as himself on NBC's Community in the episode Intimate Documentary Filmmaking, and then again in January 2014's Geometrical Escapism. Burton has appeared as a fictionalized, humorous version of himself on The Big Bang Theory. First appearance in the episode, The Toast Derivation, in which he almost attends a party thrown by Sheldon before swearing off Twitter. In November 2012, in November 2012, in the episode of Habituation Configuration, in which he appears as Fong with flag. As he appears on Fun with Flags in the Chains for Lunch and Gas Money, and again in the November 2014 episode Champagne Reflection, in which he returns for the 232nd episode of Fun with Flags and the Chains for Sheldon, deleting his contact details. In 2012, he had a recurring role as Dean Paul Haley on the TNT series Perception. For the second season, 2013, he became part of the regular cast. In 2014, he had a guest appearance in the introduction section of for the 200th episode of Achievement. Let's see. In 2013, he became part of the regular cast. In 2014, he had a guest appearance in the introduction section for the 200th episode of Achievement Hunter's Show Achievement Hunter Weekly Update AHWU. Yeah. Ooh. In May 2014, he appeared as a guest on the YouTube channel Shy Show, explaining the science behind double tetrity and continuity rainbows. Late in 2012, no, late in 2014, he had another guest appearance of the double tetrity and quantity rainbows. Late in 2014, he had another guest appearance on a 24-hour extra life fundraising organization for children's miracle net hospitals, streamed by Rooster Teeth. Burton has also taken a recycling field trip for YouTube. In 2017, Burton began a podcast. LeVar Burton Reads. Each episode features Burton reading a short story. In 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, he continued to read on his podcast and also give live readings 3 times a week during a Twitter live stream focused at different times to different children, young adults, and adult audience. On November 2020, he appeared as himself on the Eric Andre Show. His segment was a callback to Lance Reddick's interview 2013, in which he mentioned LeVar by name when dressed as an amalgam of Kunta Kinte and Gordy LaForge. Burton served as a guest host on Jeopardy for July 26th. On July 30th, 2021, this came after a petition asking the show's producers to select him as signed by more than 25,000 fans. Burton also teaches the power of storytelling in the masterclass. Now, his directing is throughout the 1990s and early 2000s. Burton directed episodes of each of the various Star Trek series. Then, in production, he has directed more Star Trek episodes than any other former regular cast member. He also directed episodes of Charm, Jag, Las Vegas, and Soul Food, the series, as well as the miniseries Miracles, Boys, and the biopic The Tiger Woods Story. He also directed the 1990 Disney Channel original movie Smart House, starring Katie Siegel, Kevin Kline, Kevin Kilner, and Jessica Steen. Basically, Katie Siegel was the one that played the mama in Married with Children. It's a 90s show that came out in the 90s. And she also did the voice of the one-eye Cyclops Leela on Futurama from the people who directed and brought you The Simpsons. In August 2020, it was revealed that Burton would sit in the director's chair for Two Front War from Lou Reed Productions, as a multi-perspective docu-series will give an emotionally raw look at the connection between the fight for civil rights in America and the struggle for equality of black soldiers in Vietnam. Burton is on the board of directors for the Directors Guild of America. Now, his personal life. LeVar Burton married Stephanie Cozart, a professional makeup artist, on October 3rd, 1992. And Burton has two children, son Elon Burton Smith and daughter Michaela Mika Jean Burton. The family lives in Sherman Oaks, California. Burton does not identify with any religion, saying, I walk away from the symmetry. I walked away from Catholicism. I walked away from organized religion. I felt that there was more to me as to explore in the world, and that I could do that without adhering one specific belief system or another. In 2012, Burton joined the board of directors for the AIDS Research Alliance, a nonprofit medical research organization dedicated to finding a cure for AIDS. See, in 2016, Burton was on the five inaugural honorees to the Sacramento Walk of Stars. In 2019, Council member Larry Carr, representing the Middleview neighborhood, uh, led the renaming of Richfield Park to LeVar Burton Park in his honor. The park is in the Middleview neighborhood near the house where Burton and his sisters grew up. His filmography. hmm Well, he played Kuta Kinte and he played in Star Trek. He played in Roots, Reading Rainbow. He played in his awards and honors. He won in 1977. He won an Emmy, Outstanding Lead Actor for Single Performance in a Drama or Comedy Series, Roots Part One, Kunta Kinte in 1998, 2001, 2005. He won the Image Awards versely for Outstanding Performer in a Children's Series and Outstanding Youth or Children's Series Special Reading Rainbow, both as self and as executive producer. So he won like the awards in 95, 98, 2001, and 2005 for Reading Rainbows as himself, as himself, and as a producer. 1991, 1992, 1994, 1995, 1999, Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Children's Series, Reading the Rainbow, Executive Producer, 1985, 1986, 1987, 1988, 1989, 1990, 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, 1995, 1996, 1997, 1998, 1999, 2003, 2005, 2007, 2006, 2007. He won a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Performer in the Children's Series, Reading Rainbow, as Self. In 2004, he won the Genie Award, Best Achievement in Musical Original Song, Blizzard Co-Composer, Center of My Heart. In 2006, he won the Black Reel Award, Best Best Director, Television, Miracles, Boys, and he wins in 1990, star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 7030 Hollywood Boulevard for television achievement. 1992, the Peabody Award, Reading Rainbow as executive producer of episode The Wall. 1994, 1996, 1999, 2002, 2003, the Image Award variously for outstanding performing in a children's series and outstanding youth or children's series special, Reading Rainbow, both as self and as executive producer. In 2000, he won a Grammy Award for Best Spoken Word Album, The Autobiography of Martin Luther King Jr. In 1990, 1993, 1996, 1997, 1998, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2005, 2007, he won a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Children's Series, Reading Rainbow, as executive producer. In 2001 and 2002, he won a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Performer in the children's series, Reading Rainbow, Self. 2003, he won a Television Critics Association Award, Outstanding Achievement in Children's Programming, Reading Rainbow, Executive Producer. In 2004, he won the Chicago International Children's Film Festival, Best of Fest, as Blizzard Director. And then we're gonna end it all with books, and then I'm gonna drop, and I'm tell you what we're gonna do with Stingray Cool. His books is Aftermath 1997, ISBN 044 667 9607. The Rhino Walk Swallow a Storm 2014, ISBN 0990539504. A Kid's Book About Imagination 2021, ISBN 9781953955449. So that's the story of LeVar Burton, Black Excellence. You see how many awards he won in these years, like year back to back to back for Reading Rainbow. No, and he did it. I'm telling you, there's a lot of black achievers on here, and I'm gonna give it to you. So come like, share, and subscribe to Stingray Cool. Let's get me 1,000 subscribers. Let's go. Team No Sugarcoat. Peace and God bless. We love you.